How's it going, guys? Chapter 24 here. I'm here to make another video today, and today's going to be a vlog video. I do a lot of vlog videos, so I would love to start this back up as well too. So what I'm going to focus on is kind of like some things that I would like to see within anime, and some things or some suggestions that I'm going to give my fellow viewers and subscribers to see if they would like me to do this, and incorporate it into my videos. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing I want to touch on is I want to see a new Claymore series that follows more of the manga. If anybody's have seen Claymore and reads the manga, you would know that the anime leaves you off at a cliffhanger, and the ending is cool, but it doesn't really happen like that in the manga. The manga is still going on today, and it's really good. The manga is really good. There's a lot of fights that you don't see in the anime that is in the manga, and there's some things in the anime that shows up that is kind of different from the manga. So it's kind of weird how that kind of works out. But I really like Claymore. Claymore was one of those animes that I picked up actually at an anime convention. I think it was Anime Weekend in Atlanta, and I watched it and I was like, whoa, this anime is pretty cool. But let me backtrack. Before I bought that anime, I actually I actually watched it online. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I watched it online in English sub, so it was in Japanese, and it was really, really good. And I said, the dub cannot be good, cannot be better than the English sub. So I went and purchased it, and to my surprise, it pretty much, not if not matched it, exceeded it. I mean, by far. So the dub cast is really good. Love the series, and I would just like to see maybe redone when the manga finishes, and just see like a full series of Claymore, from episode 1, not to 25 or 26, but to episode 50, 1 through 50, and they could just release it however much it costs. I'll buy it. But I would just love to see that, because Claymore is one of my favorite animes. It really is probably one of the top 5 or in the top 10 of the favorite animes that I've ever seen. So it's one of those animes I definitely want to see remade. And I definitely want to see more elements within the manga, more characters within the manga, because there's some characters in the manga that you don't even know about yet if you've just seen the anime series. So, yeah, I just wanted to kind of touch on that, and I would just love to see that, because Claymore is just an awesome series. Let's go on to the next thing. Um, does anyone want to do weekly chapter reviews of like Naruto or Gantz? I read a little bit of other mangas too, like Blue Exorcist and a little bit of Bleach, but I don't read those, every single week like I do Naruto and Gantz. Those are my two favorite. And I was just asking, if any of my subscribers, friends, or anybody sees this video wants to do a weekly chapter review, we could do it over Skype. Excuse me, we can do it over Skype, and we could just talk about the chapters, and we could just upload them to each other's channels or whatnot and help each other out, and we could do it like that. Because when one person does a chapter review, it is good, but it's nothing like just having two people breaking down the chapter each week, reviewing it, and kind of just putting their own spin on it, and just uploading it, and so other people can see. Because when I'm sitting here giving you my views and concerns on a chapter of how I think it was, it's cool, it's good. But when you have two people, you can bring in different ideas and stuff like that of what the other person did not see in the chapter, and it makes the chapter so much better. So that's something I would like to see with that. And if anybody's interested, like I said, any of my subscribers, viewers, or friends, or anybody watching my videos want to do that, just contact me, message me, and I will be sure to get back with you on that. So I really hope you guys get back with that, because, like I said, I love reading my Naruto chapters, and I love Gantz. So those are the two mangas that I definitely love. So let's go on and get on to the next one. Animes, and this is the next thing I want to talk about. Animes that need to be remade or brought back. The first one that I have to say is Kaiji. Kaiji is crazy. I made a vlog about this, and a lot of people were saying, this is an awesome, awesome anime. And when I tell you this anime is realistic, it is realistic. I'm so serious. Like, this anime deals like with bonds, friendships, betrayal, cosign loans. People actually die in the anime. Like, it deals with credit scores. It deals with liabilities, stockholders' equities, accounts receivable. What are we in, financial accounting? But yeah, no, seriously. But it deals with all that type of stuff, and it's really good. And the reason why I want to see it brought back is because a lot of people don't know that there was 2 seasons of Kaiji, but in the manga there was actually a final. There was one manga. There was one more manga that came out, And I think what happened was in that manga, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, guys who are watching this video. It's either Kaiji goes back to help his friends because his friends get in debt or something like that. His friends get in debt and he has to go back and help them, or Kaiji somehow falls back into debt somehow, and he has to he has to gamble again. No, 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 no. Actually, I know what it is. I know what it is. He goes back to face that guy at the in the first season who he faced and he lost to. He goes back to face that guy, and so you know it's kind of crazy how he does it. So you know anyway, I'm sorry I didn't know the guy's name, but you know I don't want to give any spoilers away anyway. But that's the anime that I want to see brought back. I want to see that final season that the manga showed, and I read the manga. The manga is really good, and I just want to see that season. That season. I really do because it's just awesome. It's just really awesome, and Kaiji's just excellent. So let's go on and get on to the next one, Gantz. Now, everybody's like, man, Chuck, why you always talking about Gantz? Because Gantz is one of those animes that I love. Like I said, I rep Gantz hard. Like Gantz is that anime. It's awesome. It like I said, it just deals with just everything you can imagine. It's one of the goriest animes I've ever seen. The concept, the writers, the artists, they're really good. The story is excellent. It gets better and better every week. And if the anime ever ends soon, I would like to see a remake of the whole entire series and just put it out there. Just put it out there because you know, like I said, just like with Claymore, it leaves you off in a cliffhanger. That stuff that you saw in Gans did not happen. The manga is still going on, and anybody who's reading the manga, which I'm pretty sure one of my subscribers here or is reading the manga, so like I said, I would love to see that anime redone because if it is redone, people would not bash it as much as they do, saying you know it's the violence for sake of violence because you know it has a point to it, but you know we just need to you know see the anime because the anime answers a lot of things that sometimes the manga doesn't answer and or doesn't show, and so you know that's something I would like to see. And I already mentioned Claymore. I already mentioned why Claymore needs to be brought back, and I would also love to see Soul Eater. Now, Soul Eater, in case you guys don't know, Soul Eater, I've heard people have told me that it is getting a second season and it is getting a new series. A second season, it's either getting a second season or it's getting a new series, one of the two. Because just like all for all these, if you read the manga, it keeps going on. It shows that like you know Killick is actually like a good racer. He's a track star, so it doesn't show any of that in the anime, but it shows it in the manga. And there's just a lot of enemies that Soul and Maka fight in the manga that you don't really see in the anime. Now, I'm not sure if the anime rushed it really fast because I could tell like sometimes the anime skipped certain parts that the manga didn't really skip. I guess that was due from time restraint, but um, it's they need to show that they need to show all the details. Like I would love to see some of those bad ass fights that happened in the manga that did not that we did not see in the that we would see if there was another anime. So yeah, I would just love to see that. And Soul Eater, like I said, it's a popular series. A lot of people know about Soul Eater. When I go to anime conventions, people are dressed up as Maka, Soul, Black Star, Tsubaki, all that stuff, and they look really cool. You know, but you know, some people probably don't know about the manga. They probably don't read it. Even though the manga is coming out now in North America, you know, people are picking them up, but you know, it's going really slow. Like I'm reading it on Manga Stream, you know, and mangareader.com, .net, and it's just, I mean, crazy. Like the fights, I mean, I've never seen just how just dedicated Black Star is just to defeating the enemy. Same thing with Death the Kid. Death the Kid gets a whole bunch of upgrades. So does Black Star. Black Star learns how to control his Fade Blade in full force. So you see it now. I know you see Black Star in the anime. He learns how to control his Fade Blade mode, but it's even better when it's shown in the manga because it just shows every scene, every intricate scene, every intricate detail. So it's just awesome. That's something I would like to see remade again. Now, something that didn't make this list or animes that need to be remade or brought back is Dragon Ball Z. Now, a lot of people said just let Dragon Ball Z die. It's been dead for 15 years. That's true, but you got to understand what Dragon Ball Z did for a lot of people. Dragon Ball Z brought a lot of people into anime. I wouldn't mind seeing another series. It doesn't even have to be that long, and I can kind of see that Dragon Ball Z they're gonna do something for Dragon Ball Z. I know that. I feel it coming. I feel it coming. Even with the whole Bardock, the Bardock of Legendary Super Saiyan, they showed that he goes Super Saiyan, and a lot of people say, "Oh, that was just an episode. It's nothing serious. Excuse me. There's nothing else gonna happen with that." Yes, there is. Yeah, I feel that there's gonna be another Dragon Ball Z series, and it's gonna spring up on us, and we're not gonna even know that it occurred, and somebody's gonna make a video about it, and boom, there you go, new Dragon Ball Z series. And it's not that Dragon Ball Z Hoshi, that's a card game, but yeah, so that's a series I would definitely like to see be redone. So animes that need to be remade or brought back: one Kaiji, two Gantz, three Claymore, four Soul Eater, and five Dragon Ball Z. Excuse me. And is there any other anime that needs to be brought back or redone? I guess you can throw Fullmetal Alchemist in there. Fullmetal Alchemist is an anime that brought a lot of people into it. So those are the only animes. Those are only like 6 animes I can see that needs to be brought back. That would definitely bring the fellow anime fans back into existence. So the last thing I want to talk about is Q&A specials. Now, I know a lot of my subscribers, they kind of want to know what animes I'm into or what I'm into in general, or they just want to ask me questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Q&A special. So anybody who wants to ask me questions, any of my subscribers or anything, just feel free to ask me now, starting now, because I'll do the Q&A specials on my break or within my next video. So just go ahead and send me those questions, and I'll answer them in a video. And I'll also give a person a shout out. Whoever wants a shout out in my next video, I'll give them a shout out too. So that's also going to be another thing that I'm going to be incorporating into my channel, or shout outs. So with that being said, guys, this is my vlog number 3, and it covered Claymore Series and weekly chapter reviews. Anybody who wants to join that, I'm going to be talking about just 2, Naruto and Gantz. So if any of my subscribers and friends read that, I would love to do those weekly reviews. And I also discussed animes that need to be remade or brought back. And of course, those were Kaiji, Gantz, Claymore, Soul Eater, Dragon Ball Z, and Fullmetal Alchemist, and my Q&A specials. So feel free to comment, rate the video, and subscribe if you want. So with that being said, guys, it's chapter 24. Check you guys later. Peace.